California is a beautiful state, famous for its sunny beaches, lush forests, and towering mountains that stretch as far as the eye can see. From the golden sands of the coast to the rugged peaks inland, it's a place of incredible natural beauty and diversity. But beneath all this beauty lies something extraordinary and a little bit dangerous. A giant crack in the earth known as the San Andreas Fault, which has shaped California's landscape for millions of years. This fault is actually a boundary where two massive pieces of the Earth's crust called tectonic plates slowly grind past each other, creating tension and sometimes causing earthquakes. Imagine these plates as giant puzzle pieces that don't quite fit together perfectly, always pushing and pulling against each other. The San Andreas Fault stretches for almost 800 miles, cutting a dramatic path through the heart of California. It begins near the Salton Sea in the far south of the state and travels all the way up to Cape Mendocino on the wild northern coast, passing through cities, valleys, and mountains along the way. That's like drawing a line from San Diego almost to the Oregon border. A huge distance that affects millions of people. The San Andreas Fault isn't just a single straight line either. It twists and turns following the shape of the land. It has many branches, like the Elsinore Fault and the San Jacinto Fault, each one adding to the complexity of California's geology. These branches form a tangled network, making the fault system even more intricate and unpredictable. Think of these branches as smaller cracks that connect to the main fault, spreading out like veins and shaping the land above in fascinating ways. The San Andreas Fault is one of the most famous fault lines in the world, and it's important because it causes earthquakes that can shake huge parts of California. Remember those puzzle pieces that just don't fit together? The Earth's crust is made up of giant pieces called tectonic plates that move slowly and sometimes get stuck. When these plates rub against each other along the fault, they can get jammed. Over time, pressure builds up as the plates keep trying to move. When the pressure finally becomes too much, the plates suddenly slip, releasing all that energy at once. The ground shakes violently. That's what we call an earthquake. Scientists are especially concerned about the possibility of a really massive earthquake happening on the San Andreas Fault. They call this potential event the Big One. This earthquake could reach a magnitude of 7.8 or even higher. That's incredibly powerful, much stronger than anything California has experienced in recent decades, and it could affect millions of people. The Big One has the potential to cause widespread destruction. Buildings could collapse, roads might crack open, and entire neighborhoods could be left in ruins. There could also be fires, landslides, and other disasters triggered by the shaking, making recovery even more difficult for communities. That's why scientists are constantly monitoring the fault, using advanced equipment and research to try to predict when and where the Big One might strike, hoping to keep people safe. Earthquakes are a constant reminder that California sits on shaky ground, where the Earth's crust is always in motion beneath our feet. The state's dramatic landscapes are shaped by powerful forces we can't see, but often feel. This year alone, we've already felt the Earth move multiple times, with tremors rippling through communities and catching many off guard. In February, a series of earthquakes shook different parts of the state, leaving residents anxious and emergency crews on high alert. One, of 4.3 magnitude, rattled Abyssmal, cracking pavement and startling locals who are no strangers to seismic activity. Meanwhile, other quakes were felt along the Hayward Fault and even as far as Malibu, reminding us that no region is immune. Then, in April, a 5.2 magnitude earthquake struck near San Diego, shaking buildings and sending people rushing outside for safety. This earthquake, originating from the Elsinore Fault, an important branch of the San Andreas system, caused damage to buildings and was felt by millions across Southern California. It was a stark reminder that even smaller earthquakes can cause disruption, upending daily routines and leaving lasting impacts on communities. These recent events, while not the big one, highlight the ever-present seismic risk we face in California and the importance of staying vigilant. Each tremor serves as a reminder to be prepared, to have a plan, and to never underestimate the power of the ground beneath us. Scientists predict that the big one on the San Andreas Fault could have a devastating impact. Buildings, especially older ones not built to withstand earthquakes, could collapse. Roads and bridges could be damaged, making transportation really difficult. Water pipes might break, cutting off water supply. Power lines could go down, causing widespread blackouts. Fires might start, and landslides could occur in hilly areas. It's a scary thought, but it's important to be aware of the potential consequences. While we can't stop earthquakes, we can prepare for them. That's why it's crucial for everyone in California to have an earthquake plan. This plan should include knowing what to do during an earthquake, such as dropping, covering, and holding on. It's also important to secure heavy objects in our homes and workplaces that could fall and cause injury. We should have emergency kits ready with water, food, first aid supplies, and other essential items. By being prepared, we can reduce the impact of earthquakes and stay safe when the ground starts shaking.